Damien's full name.
I did not. What was Damien's full name?
Sneeze
Level
above.
what?
Y'all should
Damien,
be-
Marfont, Coleman, Belleville, Renaud, Brenton, Smith, Whitaker the fourth.
Jesus. Fuck. What is up, Internet? AJ here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to D&D. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been back with this campaign.
I forgot a drink.
You're killing me, Logo. It doesn't look like he has to reach too far, luckily, so... That is... What possessed you to have that long-ass name for him, Brave?
What?
What possessed you to have that long-ass name for that character?
Because he's a fancy boy. He deserves a fancy name.
Shiny. She's a shiny.
Yes, shiny. Shiny. We'll not be hearing the end of that one
I don't
anytime
know
soon.
how shiny leather.
Now we know how
studded armor
Jenica
can
thinks
be.
IRL.
Ooh, shiny.
You wish.
So, we're back with Halcyon Tales, guys. It's been far too long. I've missed it. Who remembers where we left off last session? It's been about, what, 3? This is the 3rd week now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Book's having an existential crisis. That's what I remember.
He is.
There are some things going on with Book, understandably so. His entire belief system has been challenged, and rightfully so. I mean, basically last week you guys had a confrontation with one of Book's other siblings. Also his crisis of faith. You guys put down the other sibling, and anything else you guys remember?
And Nega Irving.
Nega Irving, I like it.
We dealt with Cyborg.
Yeah, I suppose calling him one of Book's siblings isn't the right term for it, but...
And apparently demons run everything.
Run is a relative term, but they are prevalent, yes.
Yeah, the
Who run the world? Demons, demons.
Amphidel
Demon girls.
is really like a demon or something.
Tell him, Maddie.
Amphidel is supposedly in place of Apithos, running things and taking the worship in his stead. You also basically learned that both of them may or may not be demons. Which is what essentially led to Book's crisis of faith. Let's see, you guys heard about the Cerulean Court, though you don't have a ton of information on that just yet.
We just know they're involved.
Right. This is the first time you've actually heard of them. So getting information may be another thing. You guys had headed back to the barracks towards the end of last session. You rested up, got your hit points back, got your spell slots back, and you discovered that one of the units is on its way to Blackwood. It's hunting down descendants of the original Knights of Ash.
Yep. They are.
And
they're headed there. Yep.
And don't think I didn't see that, Brave.
Yeah. But I was shaking my head about. I was like,
all right.
and we were talking about actually going to Blackwood, right?
Yes,
I think
yes.
that was
The intent was to head to
the
Blackwood.
plan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're going on a trip and a favorite cart-like object.
All right. Yeah, it is the next morning. You guys are fully rested. You got all your hit points back. You got your spell slots back and are ready to make the trip the next day. Did you guys have any additional preparations you needed to make?
I did want to pray to Pathos, but I might do that later.
Okay, that's fine.
I have concerns about party members too.
Okay.
Also, hashtag Free Willy HT.
Ugh, not you two.
Check AJRPG's chat for how to spell it.
Yeah, it's in there.
Go.
It's highlighted. Who knows? Maybe you'll see an appearance from Willie sooner than you think. You never know.
I want to hear the voice.
I don't know. You'd have to do the voice. Yeah.
You would
imagine?
you would only get the voice when it became relevant. That's all you're getting out of me.
Can you imagine how long he's going to be standing there trying to figure out the perfect Willy voice?
Oh no, I'm gonna do what I got, and if it don't work, I don't care. Y'all wanted it bad enough, you're gonna get what you get. It won't be awful, but it probably won't be good. I just
remember James from Team Rocket.
Yeah, I was never
You
good at
Gotta
that
amp
voice
it
either.
up. Gotta amp it up.
Pump it up.
Bump it up.
That stick figure, oh my fucking god.
So
I didn't have anything to do
okay,
because we're only on. Oh yeah, we're only on like 2 days out from me using my coin, right?
yep,
Two,
it's only been a couple days.
2 days. Out.
It has not been a full week.
Yep.
Rest in spaghetti.
I'm like putting my backpack on, just like blank face,
Ari is not prepared.
internally screaming.
You are not prepared. All right. Anybody else have anything else that they need to do in preparation for making the trip to Blackwood? I will take that as a no.
Not that
I don't
I've
think
got.
so.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to get a another carriage ride to Blackwood. It'll be another couple day trip as it's you guys have been in the general vicinity before. It's a bit of a hike to get there. If you guys are on Roll20, I do have it up to the map so you guys can see kind of a perspective on things.
We can even stop by Berkshire if we wanted to. Make a little detour and
It-
see how everybody's holding up.
It would be a little out of the way, but you could. Are you guys ready to depart then?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You guys
See.
hop on the carriage, and a few days later, you hear the carriage driver announce that you guys are arriving near the village of Blackwood. It's quiet, and it's a very wooded area. The terrain itself is damn near a mix of swamp and forest, kind of intermingled together. And patches of water surrounding trees where you can't see the root system versus a lot of mud for the ground itself. It's nothing glorious, it's nothing pretty, but as you guys arrive in the village, it is what Ari knows as home.
Why in the hell would anyone make a village here?
I'm just like,
the carriage pulls up just on the outskirts of the village and lets you guys out. And as you guys kind of look inside, it's pretty gloomy and overcast. And there's a large campfire in the center of the village, letting off smoke that kind of just plumes up into the sky as the fire itself dies down from the rain pouring down onto it. It's wet, it's damp, it's uncomfortable. And as a result, there's this low fog that just kind of clings just above the ground.
Vampire.
Ooh, new places are cool.
So the dog's so gloomy.
Should we get a
Homie.
tour?
I'm just like, well, the last time I was here, I was kind of running from my life. So
Are you from here?
yes, I thought I mentioned that.
Well, I didn't know if you were just here or from, like, you know, grew up here.
I did.
You,
What were you on the run from?
I just ran. So I've mentioned it before about how my entire team got killed.
So I was here. It's a bit of a hike.
A little ways into the swampy areas.
Are you gonna be okay?
I kind of head towards the blacksmith.
Okay.
I'll just follow her.
All right.
Yarna hops around and follows her.
Pander about,
She's
looking around.
excited.
Okay. You guys make your way through the village. You see it's not a very big village. Most of the people interact with each other quietly and everybody kind of seems to know each other here. Many of them kind of take note of you guys entering the village, and some of them just offer a nod. A couple of them shooting glances at Arya as she makes her way through
Hi,
town.
everyone.
None
I'm
of
just
them
like-
seem particularly unfriendly. They
Okay.
they kind of keep to themselves. It's a small village, and
I have a smile for everyone.
yeah, and a couple of them even put up an arm and wave to you a bit. But it's quiet. Nobody directly interacts with you guys or makes their way to come up to you as you guys make your way through the village. You guys find your way along a path that leads to kind of the central hub of the village. It's as much of a central court as this small town has. And there's a considerably larger hut which must belong to the village elder. And off to the left and back a little ways, you see a hut with a forge attached to it. There does not appear to be any sort of glow coming from the forge, and it is quiet.
I hurry.
Okay. And as you make your way to the hut, you see the forge looks like it's been cold for a couple days now. It's hard to get a
Father?
good gauge on it as everything's a little wet at the moment here, but
Hey, Ari.
I'm like looking around, like nervous.
Hey, Ari.
Yes.
If you nod this time, I won't hesitate. Got your back, girl.
and from the house attached to the forge, a young tiefling walks out. This one with striking half-elven features and no tail. Ari,
Thaddeus?
is that you?
Thaddeus.
What happened to you? We heard you on a mission in the area here, and then just nothing.
I like hug him.
He hugs her back. Where have you been?
Everyone died.
Oh, wow. Well, it's good to see you're okay.
Why is the forge cold?
It's... Why don't you come inside?
Like gripping my hands kind of against the bag that I have on my back, and I'm just like, go in.
And Thaddeus leads you guys in, and as you step into the hut, it's relatively small. It's nothing glorious or anything like that. There's a couple rooms for, the siblings and the parents and whatnot. But as you step inside, you see another figure, this one female, standing upright next to a cauldron as she appears to be making dinner. This is Zalia, Ari's mother. Ari, as you step in, you immediately take note that she's not bedridden. In fact, this is the healthiest you've seen her in a long time.
Mama.
Oh, Ari, dear. It's good to see you made it back. I heard you were going to be in town.
I like drop all my shit and I just hug her.
And she damn near falls over from Ari pouncing onto her, but wraps her in an embrace as well. It's good to see you're doing well.
You're better?
Yeah. I woke up a day or two ago and just felt like I'd never been sick in the first place.
Why is the forge cold?
Your father's been busy. He had to go take care of something. He has not been around to take care of the forge.
What do you mean, take care of something?
And she kind of motions for you to come off to the side out of earshot of Thaddeus. Your father went to take care of something in the forest.
You went to the forest?
Yeah. He did. He said he had to make good on a bargain he made.
But I told him I'd take care of everything for him to be here with you.
We heard about what happened when you went on your mission, as it were. When he heard you'd survived, he went to go take care of what he had to.
Ari, like, kind of stands up straight. Then I'll go after him.
There's something you should know. He went to see the Oni.
And kind of just blood drains out of my face. Why?
Like I said, he had a bargain he said he needed to make good on.
I unlatch the book from my side and I hand Mom the book.
And she takes it from you and looks at it, kind of confused.
The mission was to retrieve this.
Oh my.
There also is a bigger thing happening, and some creature thing, a Warforged, is coming here to take care of business.
Well, we've heard of nothing reaching the town along those lines, so for the time being, things seem to be safe here. If there's something you need to take care of, then I would recommend you do so. But
If anything happens, you and Thaddeus go to Cara Dune. Look for a lady named Scarlet. I'm pretty sure she'd be okay with you and Thaddeus remaining in the area.
well, let's just hope something doesn't happen then. Be careful, okay?
I grab the book, put it back, and I go get my shit and I head like right towards the fucking woods.
Like,
Okay.
in seeing all of this, is there like any pathing that was taken, or was it very secretive in how her father walked out into the woods?
Are you kind of trying to gauge the path that he went and if he was trying to conceal his trip?
Yeah.
Give me a survival check.
Oh, hello, survival. I love these.
You want me to do it?
Oh no, I've
no,
got a
you got
plus 8 on it.
You get it. Okay, and then 4. So
Man,
Okay.
I'm
Sorry,
still
guys.
just kind of waking up, I guess. You know.
It's pretty
That's
early in the
okay.
morning when you
Because-
guys arrive.
yeah.
So,
I was curious about that too. So
you are able to catch an initial trail, mainly because he wasn't trying to conceal it. He may have left fairly early in the day. The tracks are not fresh. They're at least 24 hours old.
it's
But
been a day.
yeah, but they weren't secretive. He wasn't trying to hide his trail or hide his tracks, anything like that.
Okay.
Brave.
Upward and
I'm
onward.
printing.
All right. You guys make your way
Okay.
into the forest then. And Ari is kind of familiar with the terrain already, as she knows exactly where this hut is. And as you guys make your way through, you come to a small clearing. The clearing has what looked like it was a bonfire that had been burning at one point, now nothing but wet ash. Though the smoke is still smoldering from it. And it could be a combination of the water hitting the ash and causing it to kick up, but it's, yeah.
I'm gonna look at Ari. What are we looking for? What do
My
we
father.
expect? That he came in here for a reason, yes.
Hoping he didn't do anything stupid, which he might have done anyway. I told him I was gonna take care of everything. He didn't have to do it.
Do what?
What did he come here for? To meet who?
To meet a demon, and I like keep walking.
Okay, so would a demon be an aberration, celestial, dragon, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
Fiend.
And
Cool. I'm going to use primeval awareness,
Okay.
which will tell me oh wait, I've got two favored terrains now.
Mhm.
Hang on. What are they? Why does that not tell me on my
I don't know. You tell us.
I know one of them's mountain. I don't know what the other one is. Hang on. One of them's a mountain, which helps nobody.
Nope.
But
Really doesn't. Lore-wise for your character makes perfect sense. Region-wise is of no use to you.
yeah, I mean that's because of that. So I thought I had two favored terrains right now.
Shit.
You might.
I guess I have two favored enemies. I guess is what it is. No, I have four favored enemies.
You hate
I've
all the
got-
things.
Yeah, I've
Fucking
got
great.
You guys should be ashamed. Just keep those heads down. Terrible.
oh, mountain and swamp.
As swamp applies.
Okay, so a primeval awareness. I expend a spell slot,
Mhm.
and
Hmm.
I expend a spell slot 1 minute per level of spell slot. So, well, I've only got second level spells, so we'll use, I guess. But it will tell me if there's any of the if there's any of them within 6 miles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Um,
Jesus. That's a radius.
Yeah.
Doesn't reveal their location or number. So, yes, there is.
Would it tell me the approximate, like direction ish?
No.
Doesn't reveal.
It just
location.
tells you they're there.
So I'm gonna tell that to Ari.
Yep.
They're
Within 1
within
mile.
6. They're within. Huh?
Yeah, present within 1 mile, or up to
Or
yeah.
within up to 6 if you're in your
I
favorite.
I
terrain.
will say in this situation you can tell they are within 1 mile.
Okay. I'm gonna tell her that they're within whatever he was looking for. Potentially is within a mile of us.
I have both my rapiers out, and I'm just going.
Okay, what is the survival check for?
just footprint, like seeing if I could tell, like
Your father's footprints head into the hut. Of his own will. They're not dragged. There's no drag marks. There's nothing like that. You see your father's footprints step up to the fire pit, meet up with another pair of footprints, and both pairs walk into the hut.
Can I look around for any kind of markings on the ground, like pentagrams or summoning circles or anything like that? That
Give
Arcana
me
would show?
an investigation check.
Okay.
16. You can tell there's a series of markings and runes around the fire pit itself that were probably used in some form of ritual, though you're not able to tell exactly what kind of ritual it was used for. The markings seem fresher than the footprints, though, or at least similar in time frame of when they were etched into the mud versus when the footprints arrived.
Ari, has your father ever talked about infidel?
no, he wasn't really the religious sort.
Could you go into more detail about any demons that he would know or be inquiring about? Because there is evidence here of something coming that shouldn't be here.
You can do an Arcana ritual if you want to try to figure out what the runes are for.
An Arcana ritual?
Or Arcana check.
Okay.
See if what sort of ritual they
Yes.
were for.
I will
Yeah.
try.
Well, you guys were with me, so you know that my mom mentioned the Oni.
Yes,
Mhm.
but I don't know. if
The
Fiona
runes,
knows.
the runes are used in a siphoning spell or ritual, as it were, to essentially siphon the life force from one thing to infuse it into something else.
Well, that sounds
Okay.
bad.
Tell the group what's what I'm seeing.
So what do we infer from that? Somebody, and I kind of glance at Ari and I'm like, somebody took her father's life force.
And I'm like, hey, you oily fucker!
There's no response directly,
Someone-
although you could swear you hear a sort of giggling coming from inside the hut. It is not childlike in nature.
I giggle too.
You had some deal.
And then the door cracks open, and in front of you see the Oni. You are familiar with it, Ari, as the last time you saw them, your entire team was eradicated. And you watch as he steps to the front door, his body kind of shifts down to a more humanoid look, although the skin retains the same dark pigment to it, almost not decayed, but definitely not a human flesh of sorts. Well, did you say something about a deal?
My father.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna reach out real quick while she's talking, and I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil on her.
Okay. Father, I do believe that sounds familiar. Who might you be?
I'm his daughter.
I need names, something a little more specific than that.
I'm Ari Umbermore.
Ooh, Umbermore. Fascinating. And your father would be?
Horace.
Oh, yes, Royce, the blacksmith. I remember him. Yes. This sounds familiar. It's all coming back to me now.
Or Horois, sorry. Forget. He said that he was making a deal with you, had some unfinished business.
Yes. He had a deal. He just simply needed to come make his payment. That is all.
What was that?
Oh, well, no big deal. Just the protection of you and your family.
What did he offer?
Oh, well, why don't you come see for yourself? And with that, he tucks into his hut.
I keep a hand on my rapier and I slowly go in.
I follow closely behind.
Okay.
Yes. I'm coming.
As you
Alright.
as you step into the
I'll just
hut,
fast.
as you step into the hut, you see the Oni step back by a fireplace and a cauldron. Off in the left-hand corner, you see a bed, a rather large bed, and in it is a humanoid figure sitting upright in the bed, seemingly lifeless, but perfectly preserved. Above the cauldron, you see a almost liquid-like sphere of a silverish magical material just kind of floating above the cauldron itself. Well, here's your father.
Oh my god, is he Rumpelstiltskin?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you make Rumpelstiltskin in D&D?
I may have made Rumpelstiltskin in D&D.
I was like, that voice is too good.
I was like thinking about it. I was just like,
yeah,
fucking crocodile.
that was really good. He loves his steals. Oh my
So
gosh.
he is alive in a way.
I mean, something close to that.
Have we seen that weird dripping water effect before?
Not like this. Like I said, it's more of a liquid silver or mercurial appearance.
Okay.
I kind of like sit next to his body.
Seems completely lifeless, but again, perfectly preserved.
I like hold his hand and I say, I have a question if you want to answer. That night you killed my team. What was with the book?
Oh, well. See, this deal goes back quite a ways. However, sacrifices must be made. All magic comes with a price. In the case of you and your family, the lives of others. And in the case of this final part of the deal, the life of your fathers. It's not so cut and dry, but I think you get where I'm going.
So you spared my life because my father made a deal previously with you.
Well, yes,
And
of
that
course.
was why.
Well, I mean, I took the lives of the others just to fuel the ritual that I was doing to protect you and your family. It's no big deal. You're welcome. But it's all part of it. And his life is the final piece of the puzzle.
So why the book? Necessarily.
Oh, the book is merely a conduit. Just like that gauntlet you wear. They're all one and the same, dearie. You can't have one without the other, and you can't get rid of either.
That's why I can't take it off.
Exactly. When I make a deal, it's a rather permanent one.
I look at everybody else and I'm just like, I don't know. what to do.
Fireball. She nodded.
I just look at everyone. I'm just like,
No, I'm kidding. Well, am I? All right. I don't
Do you
think
know?
You definitely risk hitting everybody in
No,
this
no,
room.
no, no. I'm not.
Uncanny death. Oh, Hugsby.
Ooh. Where'd you go?
Now, I can say part of the deal was to be able to keep him preserved as such. The deal is only meant to be sustained until at which time you are no longer under a threat, as he saw fit. Apparently, he knew something was coming, though was very non-specific as to the details.
A being is coming.
That's unfortunate for you. However, it has nothing to do with me.
It
There is.
may.
I'm not particularly worried. Though I do have one more part of the ritual I need to finish up, as per request of your dear old pops.
What?
Well, I do believe it requires you to go up and touch that big silvery ball.
Am I smart enough to not do it?
No.
No, I'm
Ooh.
not.
No.
I go and I stand up.
Can I grab? I wouldn't know either.
Mm-mm.
Can I do an arcane check or something?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
want to. I want to grab her, but I wouldn't know either. I wouldn't be smart enough.
That looks cool.
Arcana, or can I do like a religion
That'd
check
be
since it's
Arcana.
involving demons?
Oh no, it's
Okay.
definitely Arcana. It's definitely
Okay.
magic.
Oh, so I would have. Maybe
Nope.
Well,
That's two nat ones.
Oh shit! I
Am I?
new ones.
Well,
Am I smart enough to stop her?
I mean,
I don't know.
would you know why you're stopping her? You don't know what you're stopping her from doing.
I just don't trust this guy. Like he's
Oh yeah, we shouldn't trust him
Oh,
for
no.
any fucking
Yeah,
reason.
I
He's from
mean-
Silk Skin.
right.
well, he does stay to his word, sort of. So
From what you've seen, he hasn't done anything to stray from his word.
He's only broken one deal in his life, and that was for his son.
Will protection from good and evil help her if she does that?
You don't know.
I mean, I've already cast it on her.
You've
but-
already cast it.
Yeah.
You have
So
no
I'll
clue
go-
if it will help her, though.
Go up.
And as you approach, he goes, "Ooh, ooh, make sure you use the gauntlet hand. That you don't want to touch it with the other one." I'm assuming you go ahead and do it then? Okay.
what's gonna happen?
As Ari walks up to the cauldron and places her hand out to touch the orb of liquid.
It's gonna get really bad, so we're just gonna cut out the visual because I'm not gonna screw up the layout.
That's fair. Somebody's getting busy nomming over there.
Mm.
All right. Yeah. Ari reaches out and places her hand to touch the swirling liquid sphere, and as she does so with the black gauntlet, the liquid reaches out to her hand and encompasses it, traveling and coating the entire gauntlet up to where it stops at the top of her arm before absorbing into the gauntlet itself.
Ooh, that's so
Hurt?
cool.
It hurts.
As
Does it
as
hurt?
it doesn't hurt actually. It doesn't hurt at all.
Did you just suck up your dad?
As the
Swallow your
liquid
soul.
metal absorbs or surrounds the arm, it gets absorbed into it, turning black, and the appearance of the gauntlet is now perhaps a shinier but still jet black in appearance. Ari, you have acquired a new item that you are immediately attuned to.
Immediately.
Yes, she has no choice. Um,
and it's permanently on me forever, and I cannot
Makes
take
them
it off.
scoff.
All right, check your inventory, Ari.
Oh, let me actually go in my. Here, I may have to reload it.
Okay. I'll let you read what it does to the group. As it
If
is
she
your-
starts muttering about Vecna, I'm gonna kill her.
You
Oh,
said it
no.
took 2 days to travel there, right?
Yeah. It was the beginning of the third day when you arrived.
Fine.
Hold on. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Mhm.
Maybe she doesn't want us to know.
Oh, yeah. A black
Well-
gauntlet that reaches up to the full length of the arm. It cannot be removed through non-magical means. Once worn and attuned, the wearer may pick up to 2 cantrips from the Warlock spell list. In addition, twice per day, the wearer may use the gauntlet as a shield in instances where the shield master feat would apply as the following. If you take the attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to try and shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. If you are incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC bonus to any dexterity saving throws you make against the spell or other harmful effects that target only you. If you're subject to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to only take half damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, interposing your shield between yourself and the source of the effect. And adding a shield's AC bonus to its dexterity save is a bonus +2. The uses of this item are available after a long rest. And the item is called Sense of the Father.
Sounds pretty nice. But I'm sure not at the cost.
Right?
All magic comes with a price.
So what happens to the body on the bed?
It's still
Anything?
there, perfectly preserved.
So he has to stay here.
For the time being, yes.
Until he dies.
Oh no, he won't die like that. He couldn't possibly, not if he wanted to.
So what do you do with him?
Oh, that's for me to know. But I will point out that should anything happen to me, the magics may wear off that are preserving his life force and keeping that nice little new toy of yours intact. After all, he needed some sort of insurance policy.
I just look at Ari.
I'm kind of just like looking at my arm.
You can feel the energy pulsating through the gauntlet right now. You also feel a familiar presence, and while you can assume what it is, you can't directly place it.
I go up to his body.
Mhm.
And like touch his like hair. And like boop his nose.
There is no reaction, but There appears to be no harm to his physical body.
And I look at him. I look at the Oni. Do I know Giant? It'd be great if I knew Giant. I don't know Giant.
I do.
I know where you're going with that.
Oh man, that'd be great if I knew Giant. And I say in Infernal. Everything I did was to protect him. I will bring him back one day, and I leave.
Ooh, so dramatic. And he turns to the rest of you. Well, if there's nothing else you need, you may go now. Shoot.
Pleasantries aside, ta-ta.
You better honor your deal, or else my daddy's gonna kick your ass.
Ah, yeah.
Peace.
I always honor my deals.
I go out of there.
Okay. Does everybody follow?
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I followed Ari. I guess.
I'm walking by Ari and I'm gonna like poke her arm and just be like, "That's so cool."
What looks like it should be a leather gauntlet of some sort feels like hardened steel under your touch.
I'm gonna look at Ari and I'm gonna say, "Is this really worth that?"
Had to be. Right?
Don't feel bad.
We can free him.
It's worth it to save anyone that you love.
I'm
I know
guessing
that.
it was her father trying to forge a piece of armor that would protect her no matter what. So a little bit of his life is in on that as well.
Maybe he did
Not for the
this.
cost of it. Seems like all of it.
I would have done anything to protect my mother, and I did. And I don't regret it one bit. Don't worry about it.
You know, it was supposed to be him that was right here.
What do you mean?
He was supposed to join you guys, join the Knights. But I took over in his stead so he could stay home. His mother, because she was sick.
It'll be okay.
I don't want to be mad at him for trying to do something to protect me when I did this to protect him. This will be my burden to bear. Now I must protect my mother and my brother from what's coming to this town.
Well, it's not just you, it's all of us. And we're going to stand by you and do what's right. We got your back.
I was so ready to fucking fight that Oni. Man, AJ, fuck you.
I was thinking about it.
Oh man, I was like ready to be like, fuck you, crocodile. And it's just like,
All I was thinking was
Ari
fireworks.
would be like, Ari's like, no. Ari's like, my dad probably did this for a fucking reason. I need to just.
Aw. Fiona gives Ari a big hug. Girl power.
Ari's
Come here,
just
Sarah. Come here too. Group
Asir
hug.
just looks really confused.
I just look at Sierra, just like
We got
Pain.
this, girls.
pain in
can
my
do-
eyes.
She's trying to cheer up.
I need to get drunk.
Yeah, now you're talking.
Walking then back to town. I look at Book. And I like touch his like arm plate thing. I just want to say I'm sorry.
For what?
I don't want to say I know exactly what you're going through right now, but my situation is fairly close to yours right now.
At least your father is still alive.
For now. If I wanted to bring him back, I don't know what it would cost. My mother, my brother. No matter what, someone's gonna die.
Perhaps a deal. Make a deal with him. Have your father back.
Should not make deals with demons.
I feel like it's already too late. It's just a deal to undo his deal for the deal of protecting my family and me.
What is the way out for him?
That I'm not too sure. I did this for him and he did this for me.
His deal was for protection until you no longer needed protection. Does his life end at that point? Or do you get your father back?
Existential crisis right now.
There's been a lot of those in this campaign.
Oh man. I don't know what to do, guys. And Ari just like kind of like goes on her fucking hands and knees, just like, I don't know what to do. I did this for him. He did this for me. I don't know if I try and go back on this deal. If he dies, regardless, if my mother dies, my brother's gonna be an orphan. I'm gonna be an orphan.
Orphans survive.
Why don't we go
Here.
get that drink that we were talking about?
There is very practical.
I mean, that's very sound Sierra logic right there.
Orphans survive. Just want to quote that. But it's just like, I did this for my father, and my father did this for me and my family.
But do you think your father knew this was the deal?
Yeah, he would have had to know. Father's not an idiot.
I'm not trying to say your father is an idiot, but that
Well,
guy in
not-
there
not to-
seems
Not to,
pretty flammy.
He is a flim flammer.
all I know is, at least right now, at least gotta make sure my mother and brother are okay. Because my mother was sick, and I did this so my father could be home, and now he's like, oh, Ari, fuck you. You fucking left so I could take care of your mother. Well, I'm gonna fucking deal with a demon. Just get up.
Okay.
I just walk back to the fucking village.
You guys make the short trek back to your village, and as you do, it's late morning, early afternoon. And as you guys get back into the village, you hear sounds like shouting coming from Arya's family's hut.
I grab my rapiers and I run.
Okay.
Well, shoot.
I fly by air.
You guys rush in, and as you do, you step into what appears to be a screaming match between Thaddeus and Zalia. And as you guys step in, as Thaddeus shouts one more thing at her, which seems incomprehensible, and storms out of the hut, leaving your mother sitting there
grab him.
clutching a book.
I grab him by the collar.
Give me a strength check.
Against a fucking child. Got it.
Famous last words.
Yeah, you grab onto the scruff of his collar and just kind of stop him in his tracks.
What the hell's going on here?
Why don't you ask her? She knew where father went. She knew what he did. She just let him go.
Damn it, cat.
I'm like still holding on to him, but like I'm just like grab him like in my side. I'm just like, you know what I had to do.
Well, this all started with you making your decision. And he tries to squirm out of your grasp.
No, mm-mm. Mm-mm. You know they wanted him.
Yeah, well, you went and now he's gone anyways, so tell me how that worked out.
It's kind of a big fuck you to me too, lad. You gotta think of it that way. I left to make sure he was here for you and Mom, and he did this regardless of my feelings. It's not her fault.
She knew and she didn't stop him.
She didn't know that he was gonna just give his life to a fucking crocodile man.
Crocodile man?
I don't know. He's creepy. You don't fuck with him.
Yeah, well,
You're too young for this right now, okay?
it doesn't change the fact that I'm stuck in it.
Right now we can't do anything about. Okay?
All right.
Father did what he did.
Well, it doesn't mean I agree with it, but
Doesn't mean I agree with it either.
all right. He kind of stops trying to struggle.
It was bad.
And I like let him go.
And he
All right.
he goes to step outside to go for a walk. He's sulking, but he's less angry. He's
what
not.
direction?
The entrance to the hut.
Oh, my brother!
I don't know. I just like standing there and like watching. Like obviously, we just watched the screaming match go down. You just got done talking to your brother, and then he's gonna storm off.
He storms. Well, he doesn't really storm out, but he heads out and turns right towards the rest of the village.
Okay,
Yeah, he's not going towards the Oni hut.
I'm just watching.
Right. Yeah, no, he's going the opposite direction of the Oni hut.
Are you gonna be a cat and I'm just gonna like throw you?
No,
Wouldn't be the first time this campaign.
Crazy things that have happened. Check.
That's
Eating cat.
that's one of the less crazy things that happened in this campaign, guys.
It's true.
But you guys are in the hut now alone with Zalia. Well, I see you went to talk to the Oni. How did that go?
I just kind of put my swords away. Because I was like all ready to fucking fight somebody. I was like,
You grab the collar of your brother with a rapier in your hand?
yeah, it would be the first time.
Almost got your ear. Okay, sorry.
Fly away. I'm just. Did you know? Did you know what father was offering up?
He didn't tell me.
This is all my fault.
Well, you can't go blaming yourself for something your father did.
I left instead of him.
Yes, but you're alive and you're safe.
Barely.
But you are. It doesn't matter to the degree as long as you're okay.
I don't like it. I sucked the finger.
I don't know the details of the deal. He never told me, and honestly,
Catatonic.
but he's alive?
Nice chair.
I don't even know.
Don't know if it's alive.
All right. Well, I'm sure if there's a way to figure it out, you'll be able to do so. You have the order resources. I'm sure there's something you can come up with.
Ari just kind of like. I don't know if even if I tried, if he would be okay, if Thaddeus would be okay, I'd be okay. I don't even care about myself. But he did this for us, but I did this for you.
I think it's best you don't try to drive yourself crazy with it.
Dad just basically did it all to me, Mom.
I kind of did that to all of us. I'm just
Like,
having faith in his decision at this point. And she gets up from where she's sitting and goes back to like a cabinet of sorts, opens it up and pulls out this blue-bound book.
It
It's
looks like mine.
kind of, but it's very worn. Doesn't appear to have any magical properties like yours. Yours seems to be pristine and not aged at all, almost like a brand new book, where this one looks like it's seen much better days.
What is that?
Something your father found before he went to make the deal with the Oni in the first place. He went to make the deal right after you had left for Cara Dune. He said he wanted to go make sure you were safe. We weren't actually expecting you to come back this way for any of your missions, and we didn't know when we were going to see you next. And I did not expect anything quite so ambitious as far as the cost. I don't understand what's in this book. I don't speak the language, but he found something in there that he thought gave him cause to go make this deal.
I grab it.
Okay. And she hands you the book, no questions asked.
Is there any like bookmarks or anything? Any dog-eared
Yes.
pages?
There is a page that he threw like a strap of leather into to kind of mark where he was in the book. And when you open it up, you see that it is written in Infernal.
Mm-hmm.
And as you look through, You kind of skim through it. Basically details how after being cast out of the order, the Knights of Ash were hunted down by the Cinder Knights till there were only a few remaining members. On the pages that he's in specifically, it lists one of those members of the remaining Cinder Knights, or remaining Knights of Ash. Randolph Umbermoon.
Randolph Scott.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
While it does not detail whether or not the Cinder Knights ever caught up to him, he was obviously a a relative of yours. It does not detail where he went to or what he was up to or what became of him. It specifically just mentions that he had been hunted down by the Cinder Knights.
Do you know this Randolph, Mother?
I am not too familiar with it. Probably on your father's side.
I like rip the page out of the book
Okay.
and I fold it and I put it in my book.
Okay.
So much shit today, and I like leave to go to. I go to the grinding goblin.
As you go to leave, you hear what sounds almost like an explosion coming from outside, and then you hear the scream of your younger brother.
There
Oh,
is
God.
just so much going on in this
What
place.
the fuck?
Hurry up. Start heading towards that direction as fast as we
Yep.
can.
All rush outside.
You step
Yep,
out.
yep.
As you guys step out of the hut, at the end of what looks to be the little sort of town square where the road kind of enters into it, you see Thaddeus kind of on his knees with what appears to be an arrow sticking out of his shoulder, and off not too far from him is a figure that looks remarkably like Book. Just a lone figure. On his arms you see
2K.
Yep. On his arms you see what appeared to be two mini crossbows kind of reaching across where the gauntlets would be. And then he looks up from your brother and turns to you guys specifically. Well,
Okay, brother.
imagine my fortune. Not only the descendants, but all of you, really.
How close are we to the brother?
Let me pull up a map for you guys here.
Oh, great. Perfect. Amazing. We're the descendants. Fuck!
Me old granddaddy.
All right, so you guys are you guys on the map?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
You
We are.
guys are about
Are we?
here.
Mr. Hugsby.
I'm not your daddy, I'm your grandpa.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Guys, we just came out of the hut. Come on.
yeah.
The big. Did we come out of the one with the forge, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
the one with the forge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all are
Yeah.
about right here. We'll use this for the B07. Okay, god damn it! And as for
Wait.
Thaddeus,
That was my original token.
yep, I'm just using it because it's bright and shows up on the map.
Motherfucker. You took my token too. You will die.
And
Copy.
oh no,
Paste.
no,
Copy,
that'll be
paste.
something else. And We'll use this for Thaddeus.
Can I give you access to my tokens and everything on here?
I don't think so.
Oh, damn. I wish I could. I
So
got a
Thaddeus
million
is like
fucking
right
tokens for
next
this.
to him.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, he's more like over here actually, because he came up and shot him.
Because it was an arrow, right?
Yep.
So-
Yep.
He is within fireball range, Fiona. Don't worry.
I mean, here's a question for you, AJ.
yes.
As BO0K 2K is talking, can I like what is it like in the westerns while they're dialoguing, you're kind of walking?
Mm,
Jimian.
I mean, where are you trying to get to?
Like around ish here ish.
I mean, you could be making your way that direction, yeah. All of you could as you're talking.
I'm looking more for trying to assist the brother. So like there would be great. Without having a chance for roll initiative.
I would say yeah.
Okay.
So here's what you notice about him as you make your way out of the hut. He's not overly aggressive. He seems to be calm and collected, and carrying himself very differently than Book is right now. Almost as though his programming is not what you've come across in other units like him.
Sophisticated.
Kind of. But also
Ass 3.0.
perhaps more
Ass.
more aloof, even.
This is
To-
2.
Yep, this is B02K.
He doesn't
There's-
have a brain.
There is something about him. Did I unplug this? I'm gonna be pissed if I did.
Hold on.
No, I can
Oh.
hear you guys.
I can hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
There's no echoing, so
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
it worked.
yeah. But yeah, he's carrying himself very differently than the other unit you came across, and even more differently than Book. More casual, more relaxed, more human-like almost.
Would we discern a reason for that, or just like
I would say the only one who probably could would be Book.
Book?
He's the only one who'd be familiar with the workings of a warforged like that.
May I try?
Yeah, go for it. Give me
What?
just intelligence.
Where
Yeah.
is his attention at?
He's looking at you guys as a group. He's got
Okay.
one wrist pointed at Thaddeus still, but he's turned towards you guys.
Okay, can I like kneel down?
If you want, you can.
Okay. I'm
Um,
gonna
Book.
I wanna
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, I wanted to put my hand to the ground and kind of mold some earth around the brother so that way there's nothing that can. But I want it to be slow enough, like as he's paying attention to us as a group, it's not, if he tries to go for a sneak attack while in the process of talking.
Are you
Okay,
trying to excavate the dirt so that the brother sinks down into it, or what?
Up and over towards him.
Like a shield, kind of.
Yeah, kind of like a low wall.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and try to move the earth around him, but as the earth starts to creep up around the brother, the B02K unit raises its arm gauntlet and looks at you and says, let's not get carried away.
Can I cast Ensnaring Strike on him?
Well, wait.
You'd have to fire.
Yeah, you'd have to attack.
Yeah.
Book, as your intelligence roll, something's been changed in his programming. Whatever protocols he had set up before have been undone. It's almost like something restricting the way he functions has been lifted.
Hmm. I'm going to slowly meander towards Baston.
His giant ferret outfit.
Do you
Is it-
like
is it-
my upgrade, brother? I developed a
Fluffy.
fursuit.
With a fluffy tail.
Still primitive, if you ask me.
I have a fluffy tail. Be jealous.
Royalty.
And I have a crown.
He just shakes his head at you.
That is true. I forgot about that.
I'll shake her.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna say, why do you hurt this small boy?
He's merely one of my targets. Most of you are. Minus you, tall one.
Hmm.
Me? Wait, me?
Why are you not a target?
That's yeah, I got it. Yeah.
What?
And as for
Keep
you,
moving up.
okay. And as for you, Book, you had the potential to be better than the rest of us.
I am
And
better than you.
You are a slave to your programming.
I may be a slave to my programming, but I am freer than you.
That remains to be seen.
At least I don't work for a douchebag. That's a new word that I learned yesterday.
Wait, who got the black arrow?
Me.
The one with the arrows.
Arrows.
Oh no, like I had it written down in my book and I thought somebody else had it. That's why I was just curious. I think I remember asking about it.
Yes. I don't know if I
Okay.
I don't know if I have it.
'Cause I thought I had found it on the body because I remember.
You found it, and that's the one that you can use to do something
Yep.
with, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where are you? Are you walking up as well, within 5 feet of me?
I don't
I'm
like
Me?
I'm back by the hut.
So is Ari.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like another 5 feet forward.
Okay.
zero target.
What's that, Fiona?
I'm looking at everyone. I'm very suspicious.
It's an actual Western at this point.
He raises his second gauntlet towards Thaddeus. I'll admit,
I'm good.
the Umber Moons were difficult to track. Magic did not seem to be able to pick them up for some reason.
I'm gonna go up to Bastion.
Because you're not good enough at your job. You already said I am the superior one.
You had the potential
Admit
to
it.
be. You
I
failed.
am better than you.
We'll see about that. Once I've killed you and the rest of them, I will take your components and use them to upgrade myself.
Magic missile.
Eldritch Blast.
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Bastion, I'm right next to you.
I know. I'm trying to find the arrow.
Okay.
'Cause I
Yeah.
remember I'm trying to put a spell onto it because if I'm not mistaken, I have it.
So
I think you have it. And
Baston
we're gonna
has
give it
the
to me
arrow,
to
yeah.
use. Yes.
So we've got two things happening simultaneously. The magic missile, which go ahead and roll damage on because it hits automatically. Fierna, roll to hit with your Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Okay, you've
She
got
gets two missiles,
two more
right?
bolts. It's a
I
total
was
of 3, yeah. Okay, so we got a
3
total
missiles,
of
yeah.
7 damage there.
Hang on a minute.
And you watch as both of those Eldritch Blasts go wide, just kind of darting around him as he doesn't even move. Like, he just stands there projecting where they're going to go and watching them whiz by him. And with that, we're going to roll for initiative. But first, guys, let's take a quick break. Do a potty break if you gotta. Grab some drinks if you need to, guys. If you need some snacks, go ahead and grab them. We'll be back in a few minutes, so make sure you stay tuned, and we will see you soon.
You're gonna have to remind me what that arrow does. But...
So-
We are back, folks. Welcome back. It's time for this shit show to get on the road. All right, 18.
I hate myself.
Yep, we're rolling initiative here.
Ooh. Damn.
Oh, damn. Ari with the nat 20 on initiative. Go figure, huh?
Oh gosh.
Oh, book.
Hey, why can't I click on it?
You got a 6, Dina.
What?
You got a
You
16.
got a 6.
Oh,
But there
yeah,
was a
she.
6.
Yep, she did get a 6. That was the first thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I use a luck point.
Oh, okay, then we'll take the 16.
Okay.
Wait,
I-
what?
She used luck point.
I've done
Oh.
it before, so I don't.
Oh. Then I'm going to.
Not an awful idea.
And so you got a nat 1. That's
I'm gonna use a
Fuck.
luck one too.
Oh.
So
Oh my god.
Why are
So
the
many
clerics always fucking last?
Lucky fuckers.
because they're not known for their dexterity.
I don't want to answer. This is a
I don't want to answer. I just want to bitch.
That was rhetorical. Okay, so Ari had the nat 20.
D&D Beyond setup changed. Oh, and I got an extra luck too. I get to add 10 to something. Thank you, Dark One.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I know what I'm gonna cast.
Yeah.
I'm all sorts of lucky now.
I saw that, Dina. This thing.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was trying not to.
just below the edge of the screen.
Those are the gang signs of a demon. It must die.
Book turns on Fiona.
I would like to take 5 attacks against Fiona now.
I cast gaseous form by.
On the bright side, book.
Right.
On the bright side, book. You're not last.
What?
Baston is.
Ha!
Because
Because he has a shitty dex.
well, yeah, Book's dex is 1 point higher than Baston's, so they rolled the same thing, but Book goes first.
Actually, he rolled a fucking 5. That asshole.
Yeah,
can
and
I
you rolled
say?
a 4. Yeah.
Um,
Does that count? Does that get taken in?
Why are you trying to get me to go last?
I'm not.
If you ain't first, you're last.
I'm asking
I'm
serious
trying.
D&D questions.
I'm so glad I'm not last.
Why are you trying? I know I played the shiny guy, but for fuck's sake, it's a new week.
It's a new week. I'm not the same person.
Okay,
I'm here to help.
so
And by shiny, I know he had leather armor on, but by shiny, I mean it was mostly his hair.
yeah, that seems legit. He was a pretty boy. It's fine.
It actually
Pretty boy.
legit had glitter in it.
Yeah.
He used glitter gel.
That is
He had glitter gel and like gold filament
He's
in
like
his
out of
hair.
Twilight. Like,
that is canon now. That's canon now.
Gold extensions. Let's fucking go.
He also sparkled in the daylight. It was a bad thing. We don't talk about it.
This is not fucking Twilight. Okay. No.
People
It
do
is
like little
now.
golden flake, he like made little golden flake like freckles like on his face.
Yeah, he had little shiny little gold freckles.
Yeah.
All right.
That is fucking awful.
So first up, we've got Ari with a natural 20. Go ahead and lead the way.
I am. How fucking close can I come into beating this fucker's ass?
Just remember he's got arrows.
Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to get up fucking close and personal and beat the shit out of him.
he's like, I'm gonna get that
I
flying.
can only go up 30 feet and then attack.
Less QQ, more pew pew.
Oh, this time I'm not an archer fighter. I'm a fucking fighter.
Vera.
a fighter.
I'm a fighter, so I could go up to here but that would be my turn.
More kissies.
Or I could go up to here if
No,
I
she
wanted
just
to.
wanted to scratch me in the face.
Yeah.
Ow. Throw your rapiers.
Just like
Fuck you!
Some impressive darts.
Is he still technically a construct?
Yes.
Fuck.
I don't know if that would ever change. I mean,
Yeah.
They're all going to be constructs, you know.
Mhm.
as we face them.
We are not people. We are not what make up soil and green.
God damn it.
Witch bolt.
Oh, okay. You have to hit with that still, right?
Witch woman.
But fuck
Fuck
you.
hero.
You watch as he turns to you, seeing the bolt coming,
hold on.
kind of.
I'm going to use the channel divinity to give her +10.
Can you give it to other people?
Yes, now I can. Now that I hit level 6.
Oh, fuck.
It's called... What is it called now? It's called War God's Blessing if I give it to somebody else. Otherwise, it's Guided Strike if it's for me.
Okay.
Is that because you're a war cleric?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's fucking cool.
And she's within 30 feet easily, so...
So you watch as B02K turns towards Arya. She fires this witch bolt, and he goes to adjust slightly, which would normally put him out of the path of it. And you watch as Book reaches out his hand and clutches his medallion, and the bolt curves in midair, swinging back towards the B02K unit and slamming into its chest, dealing 8 points of lightning damage.
Take that, brother.
All right. As it collides with him, he looks at Arya and then he turns towards Book. Oh, I'm just getting warmed up.
I'm just getting started.
Was that the end of your turn, Ari?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
all I can really do.
At the end of
right
your turn,
now.
he's going to use a legendary action to fire a volley of arrows. As he does so, he rapid fires bolts in an arc from his gauntlets, hitting all targets within 60 feet.
Well, I don't like that.
The only one he doesn't hit Fiona, but he does hit that. Well, he's got to roll to hit first.
All right.
At disadvantage for Thaddeus because I got that little wall too.
Okay.
It's not much.
Or something.
Yep.
He's
It's
gonna hit all of us
all of you
except
guys.
Fiona. Okay.
Well, yeah.
He's got a
We're all in range, though.
Right, you're all in
except
range.
Fiona. Okay.
So the first bolt that he fires towards Thaddeus gets buried into the ground in front of him, as the dirt reaches up to create a small wall to protect him. Baston, that's 13. I don't think that hits.
Huh. Whew. No.
So you watch as the bolt just whizzes by your head.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
19 to Book. Does that hit?
I'm debating.
Debating about luck points.
Yeah, they'll hit.
It does. Okay. You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Syrah doesn't even come close as it whizzes by off in the distance. And Ari, this one kind of buries itself in the ground at your feet, not quite making its way to you. And that was a legendary action. That'll bring us to Syrah.
Slayer's Prey.
Okay.
And I get 2. Yep. I'm gonna hit him. Try to hit him.
Okay.
Nimue, you need to fucking get down.
Just barely hits.
I don't like this match.
For 10. And do it again.
Yeah.
No, wow.
Ooh.
Oh.
Just
might have
barely
hit-
misses.
I might have hit Bastion on that one.
Like my new haircut, guys.
Yeah.
With the arrow sticking out of your ear, like pierced through it. No,
I gave him that robe.
So with the first arrow, you draw back and let it fly, and as it goes whizzing through the air, he doesn't turn in time to get out of the way of it, and it slams into his shoulder. You see this arrow kind of sticking out. The second one, you go to fire it and kind of stumble, and the arrow just kind of flips and falls out of the knocking as you go to fire it, and kind of flips down at the ground at your feet. Is that it for Syrah?
Yep.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to fire another volley of arrows.
Jesus. He's just
So,
made of arrows, ain't he?
Sassy
yes.
archer.
Thaddeus takes the hit on that one,
Even at disadvantaged?
even at disadvantage.
Nah,
I
damn
mean,
it.
yeah.
I rolled a 21 with disadvantage. So he takes 9 points of damage from that,
Damn.
as he's got an arrow that pierced right through the mound of dirt into his shoulder.
Fucking
Ah,
dick.
shit.
Get down.
Let's see.
What is he, like 15?
Yeah.
15?
Yeah, so he's hardy
I'm gonna-
enough he can take a hit or two, but not too many.
Yeah, actually, I
Constant.
should have moved toward him, and I forgot.
All right. Baston. 15.
Just, yeah, no,
Okay.
that definitely.
Through.
You take 6 points of piercing damage. Book. 14 will not get there.
No.
23 on Syrah.
Yeah.
Yes.
7
Boy.
points of piercing damage. And Ari. That is a
Apologize.
22.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 6 points of piercing damage to you.
Got it.
My dog, all the cats and the doggo left me. I'm all alone.
Oh.
I don't know what to do with myself. I'm all alone.
That's called free time. And
Is that freedom?
It's never happened in this house before.
And all of a sudden they all come back with wet faces because
Oh,
they
the
just got
door's
done
shut.
drinking.
All right, Fiona, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a hex up on him
Ooh.
as a bonus.
All right.
I throw a hex upon your
I
ass.
throw a hex. A dex hex.
And when
Okay.
I hit you, dip, you dip.
Exactly.
Your
All
HP dip it dip.
Oh man. Do you get to pick if it's Dex or not?
Yes,
Okay.
I like dex
Okay. No, that's just curiosity.
on things like fireballs and stuff.
Dex or
Okay.
strength, both are good.
Mhm.
I get a lot of Constitution, but
I get a lot-
I've seen
yeah.
one that I really like. That's I want to try out.
What do you mean?
So it's
All
okay.
right. So you threw Hex up. What else are you going to do, Fiona?
Incoming blast.
Eldritch in variety?
Eldritch Blare.
Eldritch Blast. All right. Fire
Speaking of
away.
which,
Blaze.
Wait,
you know what
Yeah.
comes back tomorrow?
Yup.
I might have
Episode
missed the
100.
description of her brother, but what does he look like?
He is a tiefling, but he's got very elven features. He's a mix between tiefling and elf. So he's kind of half elven in that regard, but he has no tail. So it's kind of
Helpling.
Helpling. Yeah.
I think
Helpling.
Okay.
Do you
Which
have
I
a
kind-
tail? Do you
I
have,
have
a
a tail.
Art? Okay.
I have a
thought you
tail.
did.
Okay.
So you guys watch as these two purple blasts come flying through
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
gonna
distance.
add. I'm gonna add 10 to one to. Can I?
Luck point.
What feature
Yeah.
are you using to add 10?
My Dark One's blessing, which I got at level 6.
How many times can you use that?
Once per short rest. Dark One's luck.
And didn't you use that last turn?
No, I used lucky.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can add a d10. You have to roll a d10, and then you can add that to it.
Okay.
Which one are you adding it to? The first one?
Well, the first one, I guess.
Okay.
So it's like an inspiration
Okay.
die.
Yep, so
Yeah.
that makes it a 19. You watch as both of these blasts go flying at him, and as he kind of takes it in and analyzes it, he makes a quick repositioning of his body, and both bolts blast right by him.
Oh, you little dick.
Go, sorry, there's-
Anything else for Fiona?
A 29 was fire?
19.
No, it was a 19.
Oh, is it 19?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I got excited.
Math is hard. This is why I took tomorrow
Yeah.
off.
I'm like reading. I'm like, oh, okay.
I can math, guys.
I can't math. 9 plus 10 is 29, right?
Sure, that's
All
fine.
right, Fiona is cursing something fierce
Okay.
over there.
All right. That will bring
The
us.
hex is up though.
Yep, he does. He is hexed. That is going to bring us to the B02K unit. And he's going to run up to Book. And using the arrows in his crossbows attached to his gauntlets, he's going to attack 3 times. Yeah, no, that's a 9. That is not any better. I need to change dice.
No, you don't.
Oh,
Well,
that's
just keep it.
And I rolled a 1 on that one.
perfect.
Hell
So
yeah.
all 3
Natural?
of his swing, yeah, natural. All 3 of his
Yeah.
swings go wide as he's trying to drive the arrow tips attached to his gauntlets into Book. And Book manages to get his shield up in the way and kind of deflect them.
That was a tactical error, brother.
We will see. And that'll bring us to Book.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
do inflict
last.
wounds on him at sure, 3rd level.
Oh, good God.
How do you have 3rd level?
Because he's a cleric.
I'm a straight caster.
Yeah.
Rude.
I'm one of the main casting classes, none of this off-brand stiff.
You have to roll to hit, right? Nope, there it is.
Yeah.
Shiny bitches, man. Shiny bitches.
So as you, that's
7.
Jesus.
This is a one-leg kind of night.
I'm using a luck point.
Okay. Okay.
I'm still counting it.
Braves
Let's look
rolling a
at-
lot of 1s tonight. That's no good.
There's a lot of ones going on in general.
It's a lot of
Still that
mixed-
energy from last week is still with us.
Apparently.
I'm gonna launch a fire.
Yeah, we had a lot of 1s last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
We
Oh,
had
shit.
10,
That will hit.
we had 10 ones last week.
Perfect.
10 1s and like 8.
So
20s?
3rd level.
Yeah, we had like 820s. But 10 ones.
27 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use War God's Blessing to make another attack with my lance immediately after,
Oh God.
Ooh.
bringing it out of my arm into his face, or at least attempting to.
Okay.
Flash.
Ah. He's a master of the universe.
Well, I said splash, but I totally love where it went.
That's a big old miss.
Yeah. So
All right.
you reach out and manage to grab a hold on him, and this dark energy pulses through him. You watch as it starts to deteriorate his chest plate a bit, and as you go to drive your lance into him, he kind of pushes your arm out of the way, driving himself away from you. Is that it for your turn?
That'll be it.
Okay. End of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to use disengaging flip. He backflips 10 feet
This is pretty.
and
robot.
disengages. That's it.
Mm.
All right, Baston, you're up.
That is really weak sauce, brother.
So we're going to go ahead and drop one of these 3rd level spell slots, and we're going to go ahead and do a conjure animal. Oh, what? I'm going to get 2 brown bears surrounding Thaddeus.
Okay.
They're going to be protecting him.
Oh.
So I'm going to roll them up, or not roll them up, but get you the health points here in just a minute. But know that there's 2 bears on either side. 1 and 2. 'Cause I
Those are the
can't control them.
chonkiest looking bears I've ever seen.
Those
Hell
are
yeah, they're
some-
chonky. I need them fat.
the chonky. They were like bear skins there for a second.
They're-
Like
I made them after my own body.
Yeah, they look like shit.
Oh.
Is that where they are?
Was that where you wanted him?
Up 1 more square on each side.
To block
to block.
they're
Yep.
kissing.
To,
line of
yeah,
sight.
to block
Okay.
arrow,
Kissing.
basically.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
And then,
He's still got line of sight, FYI.
really?
Mhm.
You need to
Yeah.
move one of them up more.
It's
The one at the
bearage.
top, down 1.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. And then just roll 1 hit point total for both of them.
Okay. Oh, my headphones are dying.
Uh-oh.
That's okay.
All right. Is that it for Baston then?
I'm looking at, and then if I turn into Yeah, I'm gonna move up. I can go 30, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna
Mhm.
move up 30. 12. And we're going to transform.
What are you transforming into?
Well, I won't be able to attack anything right afterwards, so
Mhm.
that's all I'm going to be able to do.
Mhm.
So I apologize I didn't have it ready in my head because I remember I've got the sheets up. So back to Ari. All right. Hey,
Nimue. Apologize.
Oh,
Apologize, Nimue.
what are you turning into, Baston?
I'm trying
Oh,
to pull up my shape-shifting list.
Okay.
So it
Just let me
says-
know what you shift into, and we're going to move on to Ari.
Yep.
Back at the top of the order, Ari, you are up.
Oh man.
Were you gonna try and fireball him?
Yes.
There you go.
Let's say I move like right here. Is that good for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just aim.
You gotta aim it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it good for you?
Is it good for you?
Was it good for you?
Yes.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Okay, so your first attack, he manages to kind of duck under, and as he comes back up, you jab your second rapier into him, catching him full on for 10 points of damage.
Ooh.
All right. Is that it for Ari?
And I shove him 5 feet.
Okay.
Away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Using one of the uses of your new item.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
between us, we can just push everything away.
Oh God.
All right.
Okay.
So at end of
that's-
Ari's turn, he's going to use a volley as legendary action. He can't get line of sight on Thaddeus because of the bears.
Da bears.
21 on both of the bears to hit. I'm assuming that hits.
Yep, sure does.
Oh.
They both take 9 points of piercing damage.
All right.
I'm sure that barely makes a dent.
Oh,
Hey.
Ha ha.
Oh man, that wasn't even an intentional pun, which I think actually makes it better. All right,
Bad
Baston.
jokes.
Barely.
That's a nat 20 on Baston.
That's
Oh. Well,
man, I just turned into this. No, I
What'd you
didn't.
turn into? You didn't tell us.
13 points of piercing damage.
So 26.
No, it's 13 total.
Oh, is it 13 total?
Yeah, I don't
AJ
double the dice.
doesn't double. He doubles the dice, not the roll.
Right,
Oh.
which is how you're supposed to do it.
Correct.
Yes.
So it looks like I can't turn into what I was wanting to, so I need to go back to my list.
Well, you already turned into something.
Yeah, I know. The highest thing that I got, it was a brown bear.
Oh.
So it's nothing crazy and out there, but I'm gonna roll up my
Should have been
health real quick.
octopi.
God damn it, you and your octopi.
Those things have like 70 fucking hit
I know,
points,
it's
dude.
dumb. It's dumb. That's the giant octopi, though. All right,
so
book.
3d8 plus-
That is a 15. That will not get there. Ari, a 10 will not. Syrah, 14. I don't think gets there.
No.
And Fiona, that is a 12. That will not get there either.
Okay.
All right, that's it for the legendary action. Syrah.
If I want to
okay.
pick this kid up and run,
Mhm.
is that an action? Like to pick him up and run?
Um,
Or...
I doubt he would resist it, so I would say you'd have to get there. Then you could pick him up and run.
So if I did like my movement and used my action to like dash, can I take off with him?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. So 35 get to him and then All right, so I'm gonna run in and grab him, and I'm gonna take him over here. Over here. That's
Okay.
as far as I can get.
What?
What?
She picked him up and
What?
ran with the kid.
I picked him up and ran with the kid.
Yep, she's getting him out of there.
No, I'm wondering what Logo was freaking out about.
Yeah.
Your audio was going back forth.
Oh, that's
oh.
just you. She's not fine for me.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's because your headset was dying.
My computer's it's plugged in.
I know.
All right.
Trying to help you out.
Just a hiccup.
Is that it for Sierra then?
Yeah, and I'm literally like shielding him,
Okay.
right? So
Okay, so end of your turn, he's going to use another volley.
Shark King says have fun. Just FYI.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Sharky.
Bears. That is a high math. They each take 7 points of damage.
They have a AC of 11. Just a heads up.
Oh
on
yeah, that definitely hits.
Yeah.
Let's see. So they took 7 more points. That's 16 points of damage total. Was that 15 what their hit points was?
No, 15 was what mine was.
Oh,
I have
35 is theirs.
yes.
okay.
You were the lesser brown bear.
Okay. Baston.
Brother.
So how much damage did they each take?
So far 16.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Baston, that is a 12 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. Book.
They didn't
Nope, that's a nat 1.
Heyo.
Ari. 15, I don't think gets there.
Nope.
All right. And Fiona, that brings us back to you.
Okay.
but not me. You didn't pay me.
What?
Oh, he missed you.
Oh, I missed you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no, he couldn't get you. You're like almost around a corner and
line of
behind
sight.
two giant. Yeah, he had no line of sight on you. That's what it was.
Okay.
Between the bears and the houses.
All right. Fireball.
Ooh, okay. What's the range on fireball?
120 feet.
Okay.
150.
No.
It should be 120.
Jesus.
Damn. Either way, it's dumb.
Oh,
Yeah, you can definitely hit him with it, and
I forgot they increased the range. Ah, damn.
Yes. Okay. Here it comes. And please roll at disadvantage. Thank you very much.
Holy beans.
Dexterity
Yes.
Yep.
17. Does that make
At
it?
disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
Oh,
He's a dexterous boy.
He is. If
Yes.
you can't tell.
Darn.
What is your
Well.
DC?
15.
Okay.
15.
Still, that's 20 points of fire damage.
40 be better.
Luck.
I don't think I can look his roll. I think I can just look my roll.
Not on a save.
Yeah.
On attack rolls, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does not have a legendary action to use, so that is going to bring us to the B02K unit. He is going to pull out a vial of what looks like a very volatile red liquid and throws it to the ground just beyond Book. I need Book, Ari, Baston, and the bears to make a dexterity save.
What the fuck?
Can I just do a basic
No.
roll for them?
My dexterity is like the best score I have.
AJ,
Yeah.
Okay.
as a reaction, can I put my shield up in front of him when he's about to throw it?
I mean, you can't. It's not a big enough shield to block the
Aw.
throw. Like he's kind of
Like I see him go back, and then I just pop the shield up, and he just like point blanks himself with it.
I'm gonna say no on that one.
Damn
Although
it! Fine.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. That would technically be a 10. Because of my
Oh.
item.
Oh, that's not
Oh, you gotta
technically
up your
fair.
shit.
So
Well,
do I
just for deck saves.
my
that's
dex or the
apparently.
brown bear
15.
dex?
was that a save that you rolled, Ari, or just a dex check? Because that doesn't have the save thing next to it.
Oh, hold on. Let me do that again. Ugh.
Saves are a different thing.
See
Okay,
how
cool.
Yeah.
see what mine says.
Do I do mine
Yes.
or the brown bear?
Oh, it's still a +3.
I mean, either
Oh,
way.
it's the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay.
Ugh. Really?
Ew.
All right. So the only one who succeeds is Book.
Beautiful.
I'm just gonna roll
Perfect.
this because I need more dice than I have.
What?
Uh-oh.
There's just more than I have available.
Oh fuck.
All right. So as
Lot
the
of
vial,
ones, though.
yeah, as the vial hits the ground, it explodes in a burst of fire. Book, you take 10 points of fire damage. The bears, Baston, and Ari all take 21
Bears
points
are
of fire
gone.
damage. And Ari, you're resistant to fire, so that gets cut down to 10 as well.
Cool,
Bears
cool,
are gone,
cool.
by the way.
Okay. Does that pop
and
you
I'm a
out of bear
human.
form? Okay.
Yeah,
And then
I
you-
only had 2 health.
Oh, so then you take 19 points of damage beyond that.
They've
Yeah.
been gone too soon. I can barely stand it.
Oh, I forgot to add a
Holy
d6 for my
shit.
hex. Ugh.
TP hole.
All right. That's it for the B02K. Book, you're up.
So AJ, real quick,
Yeah.
I should have added a d6 to my roll for the extra hex damage.
How you looking, Baston?
Let me take a look real quick.
I'll take care of me.
Ari,
It's the d6
I'm-
for
how you
necron.
looking?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Take a couple punches. I'll be fine.
Double checking.
I'll let you know when I'm like. And I do.
Okay. So we decided last week that when it says when you're hit with an attack, it requires a dice roll, right, to see if it hits. Wasn't that a debate we had last week?
What?
I believe you and me, Brave.
What? Which one?
For the purposes of when a spell says when you hit something with an attack, it requires a dice roll, correct? That was
Correct.
Yes. So the hex does not take effect then because you're not rolling to hit him.
Correct. It is not considered an attack roll
Yes.
because
Yep.
no die was rolled to hit.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that was something I believe Jeremy Crawford had. You were telling me about that last week.
Yeah, it's in the
They-
player's handbook on page like 190 something, I
Yeah,
think.
it's one of those technical things that
Yeah.
you kind of have to look a little deeper into. But it was kind of covered by Jeremy Crawford. I'm sure he probably mentioned something on Twitter or something. He does a lot of stuff on there that he kind of points out rulings and stuff.
No problem.
Sure. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at him. Fuck it.
Okay.
How low are these roofs?
Like
That
10 feet.
that was my question. My next question. Yeah.
So I need to check something here.
Um,
Okay, so the flames did hit the hut behind it, and the Elder's hut is on fire now, by the way.
The big one.
The big one.
Fire.
Oh,
Is the only one it hit.
Welcome home, Ari. Everything's on fucking fire.
I'm gonna add 10 to that.
That'll hit.
Okay. So he'll take this much damage. 13.
Damn, that was a good fire.
Okay.
too.
And then I'm gonna move up and use my
yeah,
bonus
okay.
action, my War Priest feature, to attack him with advantage.
Okay.
Because Guiding Bolt did hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Motherfucker, really? Okay.
Yeah, so he can't manage to dodge out of the way the guiding bolt as it slams into him, but as you come up and make an attack following the light trail caused by the guiding bolt, he manages to kind of sidestep at the last minute just to get out of the way of your lance. And is that it for Book then?
The sidestep and
That'll be it for Book.
All right, end of your turn. He's going to use a volley. That'll be at disadvantage against you, Book, because you're in melee range. Syrah, he can now see you, but you've got Thaddeus blocked. So 12 on Syrah. I don't think that's going to hit. It's a 12 on Baston. That's a nat 1 on Book. What the shit?
Hell yeah. Get it.
And Ari, that's another 12. Fuck.
I love these dice. And I
Oh,
We're
hate
almost
them.
at 10.
Keep
We're almost at
rolling
10
those.
again.
Jeez. All right, that's it for the volley. It's going to bring us to Baston. You're up, buddy.
All right. I'm boot scooting boogieing backwards. Shit.
Damn, where's my fucking pizza?
Okay. All right. I'm going to move 30 to here. Let me double check again. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and because I'm going to have to third level. No, we'll do second level cure wounds.
Okay. All right.
Nice. Something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely well needed.
I'd say
I
that's
got rid of a
progress.
couple of my boo boos. Isn't one considered a? Can I cast that and then healing word as a bonus action?
No, because one of them has to be a
Okay.
cantrip.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then I guess if I have the range, 45.
Cast mending on Book. He'll heal him.
I don't have mending.
I'm just kidding.
Now that I know that.
It would not actually heal him.
I know.
But I applaud the effort. I mean, you tried
I
something.
tried.
I don't have
Please
anything
do.
that's gonna hit him.
One of these days, you're just gonna allow it because you're not thinking about it, and I'm gonna be like, yes.
That day will never come. But I applaud the effort.
Concentration. I can't pull that one off. That's all I'm gonna be able to do.
Okay. End of your turn. He'll use another volley. No, he's going to use disengaging flip.
Running away again, I see, brother.
He's starting to look a little beat up and just kind of scowling at you, Book. That'll bring us back to Ari.
There is no shame in losing to your superior, brother.
And Ari's all up in his shit now.
Coke down the wrong pipe.
Oh,
Oof.
another nat 1. We're at 10, aren't we?
We're
Yep,
past that.
we got there. Jeez.
I think that was number 10, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that was number 10.
Yeah, using his gauntlets, he just kind of deflects each of the rapier blades as you run up on him.
Oh, God.
He's used 2 legendary actions so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
1 volley, 1 disengage.
I thought you used 3.
Yeah.
No, 2. He used 1 volley, 1 disengage. He was going to use the volley, but
He's
Yeah.
used a lot
I,
of balls.
I thought he's used 2 legendary actions for the
Right at the
for the Hail
beginning.
of Arrows.
2 since his last turn so far.
Hail of Arrows is apparently 1.
Yep.
And then disengage is 1. He threw the thing of liquid as
That was his
action.
action.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's used 2 hail of arrows though.
Not this round. He's only used 1.
Not this round.
Yeah. Yeah, legendary actions replenish every turn.
Lame.
Really lame.
That's why
Syrah.
Dragon's a bitch.
Syrah, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna take this boy. And we're gonna
Boy.
go. We're gonna go over here. Me and the boy.
Damn it.
Okay.
It's War of God all over again. Boy.
Boy. Boy.
And I can't. I don't have a healer's kit, right? So I can't. Like a medicine check wouldn't really do
Right.
anything.
Right.
Right. All right. So I'm just gonna break the arrow off.
Okay.
In his shoulder.
Okay.
And I'm going to tap him on the head, kind of tap him on the temple, and I'm going to say, listen, this guy is after your family. Don't go home. Hide. Be smart.
And he just kind of nods while cringing from the pain and takes off back
see.
towards the back of the village.
Yep. And can I try to jump up on this roof?
Give me athletics or acrobatics. I'll let you take your pick. Probably athletics. Actually, no. In your case, probably acrobatics.
And her strength.
Sorry, I did athletics.
Either way is fine.
acro-
18, yeah, 18 will get you up there.
Great. And that's going to be like all... It's going to be like all my movement. So I can't hit him from here, can I? Right now?
What's your range on your weapon?
Oh, like a bajillion.
If it's a longbow, you should be able to.
Yeah, it's a longbow. So
I mean, even with a short bow, it's, well,
yeah,
it's
it's
under
100,
60 feet,
150 feet.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can hit him.
all right. So cool. So I'm gonna try to attack this bitch. All right.
I hate to interrupt this, but
Yeah.
I found literally the best God of War gif, and I'm
Oh,
putting
God.
it in chat.
Oh, God.
Nice. What's sad is I saw your face light up, like your eyes went wide and everything. I was like, what did he find? And
mean-
this smile just went across his face.
We were talking about God of War just now. Oh, my God.
I called him boy. Oh my god.
I hate it and I love it all at the same time.
I wish you guys could see this shit. It's
I need
terrible.
a gif in my library.
So
all
does
the
a 22 hit or
a 22 will hit.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
and I get an extra 6 and let's see.
So how many points of damage is it?
13 or 10, excuse me.
Okay.
Yep. They're shooting off fucking mortars, my fucking neighbors are.
How much did you say it was altogether?
10 damage.
10.
And then
God,
I
I
get
got
another
stuff
attack.
Okay.
That one doesn't hit though.
Right. So the second one goes white, but as you fire the first arrow, he sees it coming and tries to catch the arrow. He can't stop it in time, and it bodies partially into him, not dealing the full amount of damage though.
Mm.
But
Rude.
he didn't stop it completely.
You a fucking monk now?
I mean, arrows are kind of his thing.
I'm gonna kill this bitch.
All right, is that it for Syrah?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Okay, so he's going to use a volley for his last legendary action for the turn. I need to roll against Syrah, Baston, Book, and Ari with disadvantage.
What is it? Dex?
No, he's got to roll to hit.
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so Syrah, that's a 20, not natural.
Yeah.
in my
of
head,
course,
I
yeah.
was thinking
4 points of
The
piercing
vial.
damage.
4?
No, he has not thrown another vial. Yeah, 4 points. Baston, it's 12. I don't think that hits.
thank God I
Mhm.
dodged that.
Yep. Book, that's a 17. I know that doesn't. Ari, natural. Oh, wait, no, disadvantage because you're in melee. That would have been a natural 20. That's a 26, so it'll still hit. And that's 5 points of piercing damage. Do you count the natural 20s when there's advantage or disadvantage, or no?
Yeah. Here.
Okay.
I'll mark it because it was still rolled.
Yeah, it was rolled. It just doesn't count for anything.
It was there.
All right. Fierna, you're up.
3 to 10.
All right, I'm gonna throw 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Gotta pump those numbers up.
Pump it up.
Pump up the jam.
Come on, 26.
Pump up the jam.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
26.
Those
26.
will both hit.
Plus 4.
Actually, okay. Oh, that's for both of them. Okay. So
Yeah.
let's see. 19 plus 4 is 23 points total. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So you guys see as these 2 purple blasts come from somewhere in the back, and as
I'm
he's
giving the middle finger in the back.
right, as he's focused on Ari,
it.
he doesn't turn in time to dodge out of the way of the blast, and they both collide square in his chest as the purple energy just kind of explodes off of him. Let's see. He's looking pretty hurt. He's still on his feet, but he's in some rough shape. That will bring us to the B02K unit. Ari, you're up close range, so he's going to take 3 attacks on you with the built-in gauntlets.
Oh, and I push him back 10 feet.
Forgot.
Oh,
Okay.
So I guess I could push him 20 feet, right?
I mean, that does change what he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, not in range now.
fast is no longer in range.
That's not what I'm worried about.
Well,
Range is what
Well,
I was
he
wanting,
could
but
move up
Okay. So are we doing 10 feet or what?
20 feet.
20 feet? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
We'll put him back there.
Thanks.
As far as he's getting.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What approach do I want to take here then? This changes things.
AJ,
Yeah.
am I able to make like circle shapes on
yeah,
this?
you hold down
Yeah.
Alt when you go to draw shape.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And then to get rid of it,
Just click on it and delete
Click on
it.
the line itself and then hit delete
Yeah.
or backspace. You got to click on the line.
I was clicking on it. Oh shit!
You got to be off of draw shape.
Yeah, select move. That's
Yeah.
That's I'm
You're right on
clicking
the
it.
shape.
Oh hey, look, I can do that.
Otherwise, AJ can
Okay.
delete it.
I got it. I figured it out. I had to pan and select. Okay, that's gonna. I just needed to know that really quick.
Okay. All right. Shit. Well, Ari, he's just going to take 3 ranged attacks against you.
I'm going to put my shield in front of her. He's got disadvantage on all of them.
Oh.
So glad we did what we did at the beginning.
13 won't get there on the first one.
Nope.
I rolled 2 dice and rolled 2 natural ones on the second attack.
We're up to 12.
Whip out that old Sharpie
Right? And
or dry erase.
that one is a 20, not natural. So that one will hit.
All right.
So
Wow.
with that one, you take 13 points of piercing damage.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
How's it going? How you doing?
Hurting.
Yeah? How bad?
Hurting.
How bad? Like that store stuff?
Ooh.
Or are you out on the road right now?
I'm like parking in his driveway right now.
Okay.
Haven't knocked on the door yet. Just pulling up.
Just pulling up.
He called. I answered. Should not have answered.
Damn, like I fucking know not to answer him, but I'm drunk and I'm all alone.
You's about to be knocking on his door.
And with that, he's going to head over here.
Oh, fuck you.
All right, that's it for him. Book, you're up.
Wait, I can hellish rebuke.
Yes, you can.
I fucking can, boy.
Do it.
I'm doing it.
Do it.
Hellish rebuke.
I need to make a dex save? Oh, he
Oh,
has
dex.
disadvantage on that.
Yes.
19 is the lowest.
Fuck you.
So he takes 5 points of damage.
Fuck you.
All right, you can see there's some cloth parts on him that have ignited at this point. He's beat up. He's got exposed wires and cables and leaking oil. He's hurting.
Perfect. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh no. Where are you casting it?
On me.
Okay.
It's centered on me, but it's got a 15-foot radius out from me.
Does it move with you though?
Yes. It is centered around me and moves with me.
I thought you could cast it away from you.
No.
Not Spirit Guardians.
Range itself and a 15-foot radius around me, and it follows me all the way until it ends.
Why don't you go ahead and post that in the chat? I need to see how badly this is going to suck.
Yeah, sure.
I just don't know the numbers.
Spiritual Guardians. Maybe. Did it do it? No, it didn't do it. Damn it.
I don't think that rolled right either. Did it?
I don't think so
Should be
either.
a display.
Hold up. I'm just going to pull it up on the website.
There's right below it says instead of cast, there's a display in VTT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians.
Oh, it may have rolled right. I got to make a save.
Oh, I did cast. There.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay. Well, at least it's not a
But I'm
deck
moving
save.
up. That's the important part. 5
Yeah.
to 30. So he is barely within range of me.
But he is within range. So
yes.
that is a 17.
That's gonna save.
Okay. So he takes half damage?
Yep, 6.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my War God feature.
Okay.
And I have a 10-foot reach.
Okay, well, he's at 15 feet.
Shit, he is at 15. Never mind. Collapse the fucking lance back in.
Okay.
And the fucking crossbow that's inside my arm. Just gonna give him a shot.
Okay, roll the hit.
The old taste of his
Shoot
own
too,
menu.
brother. I probably really suck at it, but I can shoot too, brother. Fuck!
Tink.
There's almost a net 20 on the virtual dice roller.
He kind of sidesteps the arrow even at close range and looks at you and says, clearly. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
All right, end of your turn, he's going to use a volley of arrows. He can't see Sierra from where he is because buildings are in the way. You are still in range. Thank you for showing me that. So,
No.
Bastin, Book, and Ari. We're going to start with Book. That is a 20, not natural.
Hits.
Okay. That is 8 points of piercing damage.
You got it.
Baston. 20, not natural. Another 8 points piercing damage. Ari. That is a 21, not natural. And you take 4 points of piercing damage.
Hey, that's a nice looking doorbell you got there, Death.
Oh, dude, I just like parked in his like driveway, and he has a fucking great ass garden. Let me tell you that. He has
Pushing
solar
them
panels on
daisies.
his house. Bro, he's
No.
very eco-friendly.
As I would expect death to be.
Very eco.
All right, Baston, you're up.
All right. So call lightning. So just so you guys can see, and right over the top of where B02K is at, a cloud is going to form, and it's going to be. Oof. Can somebody hold a 30 out for me?
I can. Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Yeah. Because it's a 60 radius.
60?
Oh, whoops. I did the wrong thing.
60 radius?
60 radius.
Okay, so that's actually 60 feet.
That's
Nice.
yeah, that's 120 diameter then. So yeah. So you went 60 feet out.
So you want to hit us?
No, he picks the target that it drops the lightning bolt on.
The clouds are here,
Yeah.
but he chooses a target, and anything within like 10 feet of it or 5 feet of it gets hit too.
Yep.
But I'm at 15, as AJ pointed out.
Yep.
So
Each creature in 5 feet, so you're not within melee range, anyways.
I just got scared because I hear like cone,
Yes.
and I'm just like,
You're not
get
in
me the
melee
fuck
then.
out of it.
Wait,
so that area.
So I rolled an 11 on my dexterity save. I'm pretty sure that's not
Can-
going to get there.
can I make this bigger? It's bigger.
We get it. It covers most of the
It worked.
area.
Good.
Oh, I had a bad dex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
had a bad deck.
So go
Okay.
ahead
Had a
and
bad
roll your
deck. You got
3d10
hit
lightning
by
damage.
lightning.
Whoops.
So
21.
18.
18. What's
What's
the
the
other
3
three?
for though?
I don't know what the other 3 is for. It just says 3d10.
Existing storm. Oh, there's no existing storm.
Okay.
So don't do the
18.
3.
Okay.
That's what I
Okay.
forgot about that.
That's what the extra D10 is for. If there's an existing storm.
Is there an existing storm?
There is now. All right. So Baston, go ahead and describe your kill.
You killed something.
Wow.
I did something on the last turn.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's how it
Um,
works.
So I'm going to see him darting away, and I'm just going to raise my hands up into the air, and this cloud just forms out of thin air, and I just throw both my hands down like not like a Kamehameha, but like right down, and the lightning strike comes straight down upon
More
his
like a
head.
spirit bomb instead of a Kamehameha.
That's what I was totally
Oh, yeah.
thinking.
Okay.
Oh yeah, just boom.
Okay.
Okay.
You see as he kind of tucks around over by the building there and fires off one last volley, seeing Ari and Baston kind of close to passing out. A grin spreads across his robotic face, and then he watches as Baston raises his arms and this cloud rapidly forms above him. And as he looks up, he looks down at a book and goes, "Oh shit," before a crash of lightning slams into him. You can see the electricity kind of sparking and arcing across his armor as he basically seizes up and then drops to the ground, a smoldering heap.
I find this turn of events electrifying, brother.
Tis a shocking end.
Oh, I would hate both of you so much.
I think trying to figure out the radius of this damn circle took longer than the actual action itself.
I wasn't sure how much damage you were going to do, but I was pretty sure it wasn't going to matter.
I had ouchie boo boos. Everybody did.
For the record, you did 2 points of overkill.
Yeah.
I will
Put
go
that down
over
in my book.
and vicious mockery him because that's what I do.
Seems legit.
I would like to check him.
Give me an
I'm
investigation
fucking
roll.
prying. I'm prying that fucking chest plate off of him.
I'm going to find boy.
Okay.
I'm
Boy.
fucking angry.
I'm in shock and awe and amazement that I did that.
So since Ari's trying to pry the chest plate off completely, that'll actually help with Book's investigation. So go ahead and roll with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. Tears a whole chest plate off.
I need at least one nat 20 tonight. Come on. Fuck you.
No,
will
you get
there.
one over.
So as she pulls off the chest plate, you see the area that would contain the chips, and there are actually 2 chips in there. One of them very similar to the one you acquired from the shield unit, and one of them different from what you've seen before. It doesn't look like the Phoenix chip either.
So there's a shield chip in there, it looks like.
It looks like the same appearance as the shield chip. You don't know what the functionality of it is, though.
I would like to remove my Phoenix chip and put the different looking one in.
Okay. As you insert the chip, I'm assuming you're going to run some sort of diagnostics.
Yeah, naturally.
Give me an investigation with advantage. It's all.
I just wanted to make note that his +4, that's 17 plus 4, still equals out to be the 21.
Okay. So, this chip has 2 sets of coding on it. One of the codes would require a little further delving, but does not seem harmful. The other sets of code appears to be corrupted. You could potentially undo the corruption.
I would like to try.
Okay. Give me just a straight intelligence roll. Yep. Okay. I mean, it wasn't particularly high. You managed to ascertain what it was, and this is probably what drove the B02K unit to violence beyond what its programming was after the chip had been inserted. As you delve further into what the chip itself does, it essentially is a program designed to break protocols that are preset in the B0 units.
What protocols is it supposed to break, though?
Preset behavioral protocols. Basically, it's there to break inhibitions preset in the coding.
Which would explain why the B02K unit would be acting more human-like rather than...
Right. And going after essentially innocent children.
Well, that would have more to do with the corruption that was embedded onto it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Meta knowledge.
Mm-hmm. There is an option to run the protocol on the chip itself if you so choose.
Do we want to corrupt Book?
He broke the corruption with his check. He found it and was able to separate it and partition it away from everything else. So he could safely run the protocol.
I insert the other one and give it a diagnostics check.
Okay. Give me intelligence with advantage. Okay, yeah, it's good enough. A new item is being added to your inventory book.
Let me know when it's in there.
All right, it has been added.
Okay. I'll run the or run the other chip.
You're going to run the protocol? That's what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay. As he runs the protocol on the other chip, the rest of you watch as all of his functions seizes up. And he stands upright, and you watch as the expression on his face goes blank. This is what you guys see. He's just standing there, almost catatonic for a few minutes. You guys can't really tell what's going on, as he didn't mention what he was doing. But as you look, you can see almost something is flickering in his eyes. Look, you see something very different. After a series of flashing lights, the world around you kind of dims to nothing, and when your eyes open again, you find yourself back in Ignatius's workshop. And in front of you is Ignatius himself. As you appear, he looks up and smiles. Well, my boy, it seems you finally came across what I've meant for you to get all along. Though, if you're getting this, it means I didn't get to give it to you in the first place, and I'm sorry for that. When you were originally created, you were created with a certain purpose intended, and as such, I had to program a series of protocols that would allow you to function within those means. Unfortunately, later on information came that was, well, let's just say I didn't want you to fall into the hands of the people who commissioned me to build you in the first place. Unfortunately, those protocols had already been put in place by the time I found out this information, so I set up this chip to hopefully be able to break you of that. I don't know if this will ever make it to you, and I'm hoping that it does. I know that with the information I've found, they'll be coming for me. The other units have been worked on, but they're not near ready, so it's going to be up to you. Whatever the programming was done to set you on your path, it's up to you to decide where you go from here. Choose your own path. And if you're getting this, it means you survived. And I couldn't be more proud of you. And with that, everything seems to fade and the program runs, flashing through your memory. It's a few moments, and then you snap back to the world.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes brave reality.
What? I hate you so much right now, Logo.
I love Logo.
I love him, but he's broke. He don't know that he went.
You can tell that the protocol has taken hold. You have whatever freedoms to make decisions as you would see fit at this point.
Interesting.
From the exterior, none of the rest of you can see any sort of physical difference right off the bat from him. You don't even really know what happened.
Book, are you okay?
There are no strings on me to hold me down.
To make you fret or make you frown?
I had strings, but now I'm free.
There
There are no strings on me.
I quit.
Success.
Here, give me just a second. I'm gonna does somebody want to change the server we're on?
Yeah, I can do it.
See if that helps. Is that better?
I mean, it was spotty. Like,
Yeah, it was in and
it's
out.
not going to be like an
Okay.
immediate find.
All right. I didn't know if it was spotty or if it was something that was kind of persisting, but
Everybody's super clear now.
My programming is no longer an issue.
So what, you're a real boy now?
I am a real boy now.
Oh, what did I just do?
now, Book, it'll take some time to figure out what the full effects of the reprogramming are. But you can already tell a difference yourself, while it may not be necessarily broadcast outwards to the world.
Do I still hate demons?
If you want,
It's up to you.
Ignatius.
you let yourself hate demons.
Yeah. I would think he'd be able to ascertain that some of them had good intentions. That's
He-
okay.
Only time
He
will
has
tell.
he has no preset dispositions any longer towards anything. So whatever he determines for his character from this point forward is what will it's up to him to decide how Book sees the world around him. Now, that's not to say Book has lost any of his knowledge of the world previous to that. He still remembers everything.
I just no longer have strings on me.
As cool and as amazing as all this is, we should probably put out the Elder's Hut.
It's still burning behind you guys.
Eh,
I
don't
took the boy to his mom.
Okay.
So yeah. I took Thaddeus back into the forge to his mom.
Does anybody have anything to like spritz water anywhere?
Turn to a water elemental and just fucking put it out.
Yeah, fucking jizz
Oh, that'd be
off.
amazing. Yeah, no, that's 10, I believe.
I go to the
I have frostbite.
So
I've got ice knife.
as
I got
Cyril
nothing.
returns with Thaddeus, Zalia comes out to greet him, seeing the hut on fire. The now healthy Zalia kind of takes a moment, turning and pushing Thaddeus behind her away from the flames. And as she reaches her arms up to the sky, you watch as rain begins falling from the clouds that you had created.
Mama
Bastion.
got powers.
Fire, go bye bye.
Yeah, the rain falls. It takes a little while for it to drench the flames, but it does manage to do so. And you can see that she's a little drained from that, but she still looks relatively healthy.
Does Thaddeus still have the wounds and everything?
Yes.
I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm just gonna gently put my hands on both of his shoulders and just in his face. And second
Healing
level
word.
healing word him.
He jumps a little bit as you do it.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a. See here. Second level cure wounds.
Okay.
So I do
On
that, yell at him,
Ari.
and then walk away.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what we should be doing is instead of all of that, I should just throw up a healing spirit and have everybody walk through it.
Take 9.
Okay. Between the heals that you guys do, you watch as the wounds begin to close up and force the arrowheads out of his body as they drop to the ground. He looks tired and worn and beat up, but he's no longer wounded.
I'm
Confused?
gonna look at Zalia and I'm gonna sort of lead her back inside their house and I'm gonna say, "Come, you should both rest."
Yeah, that's It's not a bad idea. And she's kind of weak making her way into the hut, but she's able to move of her own volition. But she does accept the help that you offer to help get her inside.
May I see that arrow, please? The black arrow.
Oh.
I'm gonna hand
My
it
kids.
to.
I was gonna say, I was like, what is that?
And I'm going to put a 3rd level inflict wounds on it.
That's gonna be a juicy arrow.
Yeah. Okay, make note of that.
I'm gonna.
And then hand it to
Sierra?
Sierra, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hands in the air and just start waving my hands about and clear up the clouds.
Okay. You basically just let the spell drop and the clouds
yeah.
dissipate into blue skies again. There's
What I'm doing is just theatrics.
there's still smoke coming from the hut, but the fire is out.
Sweet.
And I think that, guys, is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Okay.
Lots of excitement. You guys are going to go ahead and hit level 7.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
What?
Oh, shit.
We leveled up.
You know what this means?
Level 7?
What?
Level 7.
It means level
Level
7.
7.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it means.
Means we all have to roll hit points. Yay.
You do
Yeah.
have to roll hit points. Go ahead and make your dice rolls for hit points, guys.
That is a D10.
How's Ari doing over there? She had a rough session.
Ooh,
Oh. 9. Yeah.
8.
Damn.
I forget what my hit die is.
Are you guys adding your Constitution modifiers to these?
I did.
Yep. Got a solid 0 for that one.
I did not. I don't know. It's a
Oh.
+2.
Oh.
Okay, so that's an 11 total for you,
11.
Zero.
Yep.
Oh, does this mean
Oh.
manage? Known. I can learn one more spell.
Oh. At 7th level, you gain extra resilience against your prey's assaults on your mind and body. Whenever the target of your Slayer's prey forces you to make a saving throw, and whenever you make an ability check to escape that target's grapple, you add a 1d6 to your roll.
Ooh. And Fiona,
Nice.
max dice roll on that one.
Ooh. Yay.
I mean, AJ,
Yeah,
I got a question.
I have an
Wow.
answer.
Can I put a different spell on that arrow?
I mean, yeah, that's the end of the session, so that's fine.
Okay. I'm going to put banishment on that arrow instead.
Okay.
That's not a touch spell, is it, though?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Oh
Yeah.
I
my
believe it is,
God.
right?
So how'd you banish me the
Is
other
it-
day? You weren't
Oh,
touching
no,
me.
it's range 60 feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
I was
that's right.
gonna say.
Sorry, I know what he was thinking. He was thinking like the banishment arrow for the.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I got
Ari,
4th level spells.
Jenica
now.
remembers.
Ari, you can go ahead and reroll a 1.
Thank you.
Jenica remembers she wasn't being touched when she was banished for 6
Okay,
fucking
that's
rounds.
better.
Yeah.
You deserved it.
Ah!
After the massacre she went on after that, if I'd have known that was going to happen, I'd have let her stay banished instead of trying to help her break it. Ugh.
Was there a massacre after?
Yeah.
Guess
Yeah.
he's at 60 HP.
I only got to see a little bit after Brave's
She
Oh,
character.
no,
was
it was
very
bad.
angry.
To be fair, I held my own against her fairly well.
Oh, yeah, because you had me in hold person
Underwater.
I didn't
With
specify.
Piranhas.
with piranhas.
With piranhas.
She went to jump over the moat, and I hit her with hold person as she was doing so. I held my action.
It's a piranha mode.
Ooh, I can
Oh.
use a cantrip and a weapon attack.
Brave.
Yeah, and he goes, all you have to do is make a wisdom save. I'm like, I don't think you understand about me and wisdom save.
It wasn't pretty.
They,
It was
they
not good.
don't happen.
It took like what, 3 turns for you to break it? 4 turns?
I think 4, yeah.
Oof.
I'm looking at all these and they're just so juicy.
Blight is a
Good
solid spell.
notation.
I do not have good spells at level 4.
So
Giant insect?
Do I get more?
yeah, it increases the size of insects to it's
No.
dumb.
I transform into either 10 centipedes, 3 spiders, 5 wasps, or 1 scorpion.
I get another.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. I transform up
Other-
to
yeah.
those.
Yeah, so you
Oh.
have to have the smaller versions of them, but then you can increase their size into those things. Yeah, it's
Oh,
that's
no.
what I was saying.
Both concentrating. So
Yeah.
I can't summon 8 like.
There's a
these
reason
guys.
for that.
How much would it piss you off if I took divination?
Ugh.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
30
I'm not
Eldritch
taking it.
Invocations.
I won't hate it.
I don't know which one I want.
I'm not taking it. Don't worry.
Okay.
I don't want to piss you off.
Nah. All right, guys. Well, that's where we're going to wrap up the session tonight. Thanks, everybody, for playing. I hope everybody had a good time. It was good being back. We should be back as normal next week for the next session and pick up where we left off, guys. Just a reminder, throw some love to all the players out here. Don't forget to tweet about us using Halcyon Tales on Twitter. Some of you might say there might be even something else you can tweet about. Willie.
Free Willy HT.
Hashtag Free Willy HT.
In the meantime, I hope you guys are having a great week, and we will catch you guys in the next stream. See ya.